Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. I don't know if you can recall, but a few months ago, Microsoft decided to push its new upcoming game from a company called, and I need to check to make sure I'm saying it correctly here, Nyamacop, and it's called Relooted. And what is Relooted about? Well, Relooted is about a group of black people stealing things. Don't look at me like that. I didn't make the game. I had naught to do with it, okay? But before I continue, I would like to play a game with you, dear viewer. I want you to close your eyes. Close your eyes, don't open them. I'm going to tell you when you can open them. And now that you've closed your eyes, I want you to imagine what the dev team of this company looks like. Have you got a picture in your head? Okay, now open them. Congratulations, every single person was correct. Now this picture comes from an article, Nyamacop, quote, "There's demand for African Sorry, I really wish I could say this without giggling, but it's like the fourth take and I just can't be bothered to attempt it again. There's demand for African created content outside of the continent. Really? Okay. Whatever you say, guys. Oh, sorry. They, thems. The virtue is strong in this company. The creative director says, Nyamacop's key strategy and goal right now is African-inspired games for a global audience at as high a production value as we can make on the continent. Which seems to be an explanation riddled with caveats from the get-go. And you'll probably understand when you actually see what the game looks like.
Stolen? Who's stealing them?
Us.
Us.
Yes, you. Now, another hilarity issue, of course, is the fact that a lot of artifacts which are on display in museums weren't stolen by colonizers. They were actually liberated and saved from countries that were at war with each other, that were genociding each other, that were destroying the culture of the previous regime, that were being sold to private collectors by corrupt governments. But of course, we're living in an idyllic world where everything is perfect in Africa, of course, because DIE demands it. There's no nuance, there's no explanation. And so we just get the classic colonist bad type of attitude, which is just dumb and ignorant. But in their infinite wisdom, Microsoft today decided to drop a free demo for this game. And oh boy, PlayStation 2 called up and they want their game back. Now, I know the creative director said that they were going to do it with the best production values that they could do on that continent. But I got 20 quid in my wallet if you want to borrow it for a bit of polish. And anyway, don't worry about it. So I downloaded the demo. I tried the demo. I found the game exceedingly clunky, exceedingly annoying. You assign certain members of your team to areas on the map so that they can either help you repel places or swing into places, open doors, stuff like that. And it was really finicky to try and get them to go to the place that you wanted them to go and do the thing that you wanted them to do. And I was already done with about 15 minutes of trying to do this. I was already absolutely done with the demo. But thankfully, it's been a rip-roaring success. The demo's been out for nearly 5 hours now, and there's currently 14 people in the game. I've logged off. Otherwise, the stats would have been through the roof. And it currently has an all-time peak, which was 21 minutes ago of 22 people. Now, I know some of you, hey, come on, Az, it's just come out. It's only been out for 5 hours. The demo's only been out for 5 hours, you big poopy pants. Now, of course, I do expect this. Do I expect it, though, to rise to the stratosphere? But I think this is pretty indicative of what a type of game like this is truly going to do. It doesn't look good. It doesn't play good. In this small amount of time, I could give it more time to try and get, but I don't want to. I don't want to at all. Let's just say not made for me. Yeah. It's a term which they love to use. It's not made for me. But it looks so dated and it plays so dated. And in actual fact, I'm surprised that it hasn't come out on my mobile phone or something like that. It feels like it's probably more inclined to be one of those types of games. The funny aspect, of course, that this was promoted itself by Microsoft, because I guess Microsoft have some sort of investment within the company. You wouldn't believe to see it. And also because it ticks all the relative boxes that they want it to tick. Unfortunately, the biggest box, which requires the biggest tick, is there actually any fucking interest whatsoever by people? And that box is probably going to remain empty and unchecked. Now, this to me has the same sort of vibe of South of Midnight, which was also pushed by Xbox Game Studios. All the mainstream media gave it 9 out of 10. Oh, it's a magical game, blah, 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 blah. And by the way, it does look and play miles better than Relooted. But the reality of the matter is there was absolutely zero interest from people. The game had a terrible gameplay loop. It wasn't interesting. It was dull. It was boring. There was nothing there. And there was no substance. And we do like a bit of substance in our video games. 28 people in the game right now. But an all-time peak of 1,438, which I am predicting Relooted doesn't hit. Because Relooted, I don't feel is even going to be worth LOL playing to try and give your audience a bit of a laugh. Now, these games absolutely have every right to exist. You can create them. You can make them. Microsoft, Xbox Studios, feel free to waste your money virtue signaling over them. There's no audience for them. That they have every right to exist. But don't pretend. And don't try and gaslight and don't try and bullshit that people are really asking for these types of games. They're not. You are. As a studio, you are, because they tick the correct boxes that you want them to tick. And then you can pat yourself on the back. Well done. We've been such a great studio. Nobody buys it. The game loses a lot of money. Those studios invariably get shut down because they can't pivot, because they're locked in to things like contracts from Microsoft and Xbox Studios. And they go, do another one. Waste more time. Lose more money. We don't care. We're okay. We just got to make sure that these things are ticked. They have every right to exist, but they have no right to an audience if it doesn't appeal to one. Good luck to Nyamako with Relooted. I feel they're going to need it a lot. I'll see you in the next video. You take care. Bye for now.